and tons of followers.
Wait, she's verified on Instagram? Gah! Never got that. Never got verified.
Forever. I created my own page. I posted the video on it, yet no one knew, and therefore I hired a hacker and hacked her account.
What? What?
And became obsessed with buying new products, having plastic surgeries, and focusing on my physical appearance.
What is wrong with this world? I'm at a loss. Oh my god.
I spent a
Hey guys, it's me, Jeffrey, from work, from elementary school, from wherever you've seen me before. Probably this YouTube channel, probably the Big Brother YouTube channel. You recognize me, you love me, you want to see more of me. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Guys, we got another great reaction video here. This time it's gonna be to an animated story. Everyone loves those. Yes, indeed. This sounds stupendous. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. No problem, guys. Here to help. So without further ado, let's get into this my animated story on how TikTok ruined my life. And let's get into it.
Having a sister in your life means that there is a person who always steals your clothes, makeup, and those expensive beauty products you...
Now, I've had a brother, and he has never really stolen anything of mine, except for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in elementary school. He lent it to a friend, and then lied about giving it to the friend, and I didn't get it back till high school. This girl is being portrayed as the devil. No, what I just described, now that's devilish. Devilish. I thought I lost it for years.
Spend a fortune on. Yet you're fine with it because you love that person. Well, my case...
Yes, I do love my brother, and I forgive him for that.
Used to be like this until the day my sister stole the most valuable thing I have.
Her treasure chest!
And I ended up ruining her life for that.
And what? How'd that work?
Hi, my name is Sam, and I have a younger sister named Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
We were young, Kelly and I were very close.
That's
However,
too close.
that changed when we grew up, and I almost caused her death.
What? Now that's a different turn than I expected.
Kelly became my greatest enemy and the person I hated most.
Voodoo? You resorted to voodoo? Oh my god.
With time, Kelly changed. She became a monster.
Jesus.
But before I explain how that happened, please hit the subscribe button. I heard it will keep you from having nightmares. At the age of 16, Kelly became a famous vlogger. She had her own business account.
4.3 mil famous vlogger. I wonder if anybody in the comment section is able to determine who this chick actually is. I won't know. Like, even if you tell me who it is, I'll be like, I don't, okay, no idea. I don't watch that many YouTubers.
And tons of followers.
Wait, she's verified on Instagram? Gah! Never got that. Never got verified.
At the time, I thought nothing of it, assuming she was just a blogger who wants to be famous. I had no idea this would ruin years of my life. She made a fortune out of it, and therefore, to my parents, she was the perfect daughter, while I was the opposite.
Jeez, who wants to be famous? The worst kinds of people want to be famous. It should just happen to you, and then you should be indifferent about it. It can't fix the world.
I was 18 years old, with the worst grades ever, while she was smarter, prettier, and of course, richer.
So you're failing school? I'm starting to wonder what you got going for you. Maybe I'm being a little too critical.
My parents were very proud of her, which made me more like a piece of furniture in our house.
Of all the furniture you're welcome at, I'm confused. Because you just get stomped on? Man, this poor girl's self-esteem is way too low.
I don't even think they still remember my name. Kelly was their whole...
Wait. Sam, right? I forgot for a second. Sam and Kelly, that's right.
World, especially when she helped them buy a new luxurious house. They worshipped her.
You got like 4 people in the house. We need a new luxurious mansion.
She was their goddess. And of course, not only them, everyone else did. Though my parents treated her better, I was happy for her because she's my sister and I want her to succeed. Yet, what blew my mind is that she used me as her toy to be more famous. And by that, I mean, she started humiliating me in front of everyone to get people's attention.
It sounds eerily familiar.
For instance, there was this one time when she made me a cup of hot milk with Oreos. She replaced the Oreos with toothpaste and filmed me while eating it.
Toothpaste not that bad. I think there was some other things it could have been filled with. That would have been bad.
Puked in front
Mayonnaise.
of everyone. She even stopped calling me by name, and instead she called me Potato Head for being lazy and having bad grades. However, she was nice enough to not call me that in front of everybody, as if she's a considerate person. But what made me hate her the most was when my crush Daniel, who was 2 years older than
Oh my god, his green eyes are dreamy. Poor Daniel doesn't know what kind of like sisterly squabble he's getting into.
her, approached me for the first
What the heck is that? Is that like him blushing or is that him like bleeding out of his eyes?
time in my life to ask me if I could set them up on a date.
Wow.
I was heartbroken. At that moment, I knew that I wouldn't have a chance with him in a million years. And so I told him, do it yourself, you freak. Yet I doubt she wants to date a loser like you. And
Wow.
I don't think he would want to date me anymore after what I've said. He
Dang.
was really mad. I embarrassed him in front of his friends. Now he'll hate me forever. Goodbye hopes and future husband goals.
Well, I mean, he wasn't a future husband if he didn't like you. I mean, you can't force somebody to like you, but you can certainly get mad and embarrass them. I don't condone that. I'm not encouraging that, but I am just acknowledging that it's real.
Well, I think I'll end up alone anyway, knitting a dress for my cat Katy Perry because
Aw.
to everyone I was only
Katy
a waste of
Perry.
oxygen. 2 years later, my sister got more famous. I found myself a part-time job and continued to be a nobody. However,
But you're the one that gives everyone their chicken nuggies, so you're somebody.
suddenly everything changed. I was in a huge shock. It was like fortune had finally smiled on me and everything was turning to my side. It
What's
was
that
like
even
winning
mean?
the lottery. Well, it all started when Regina George was planning on having a live stream on her page. And after preparing her spot in her room, she went to her hairstylist.
Interesting.
She's such a show-off. And I went to her room searching for my Billie Eilish hoodie. Yep, huge fan. She knew I
Was that a low-key, like, Billie Eilish drop? Well, okay, whatever.
loved this hoodie and she used to steal it just to tease me. While searching, I took a few moments staring at her equipment. I just couldn't stand the person she became and suddenly I started imitating her. I don't know what had happened to me, but I just wanted to make fun of her. So I sat in her chair and pretended to be her and accidentally turned on the live streaming. Now,
What? You accidentally... That's hard to do. You did it intentionally, you Sam, wham bam, Sam, thank you ma'am, Sam.
I really don't know how this happened. I was not interested in social media and I really had no idea how the whole thing works. I went live without noticing and made fun of her on her own page. When she got notified that she was live, she rushed home as fast as possible, burst into her room like a mad dog, and
Oh my
pushed
God.
me away. I had no idea what was going on. Therefore, I pushed her back, yelling at her. And we kind of got into a huge fight in front of the camera. Just
Oh my god, I can't relate to any of this.
like the Kardashians, but this one wasn't intended at all. Of course, my parents put all the blame on me and punished me for almost ruining my sister's career. And after punishing me,
Oh,
they
yeah.
went to comfort her because she was angry with what happened. I was upset with such discrimination, but after that day,
Such discrimination. You're kind of just deflecting at this point. You 100% are lying that you didn't know how to, like, you set it up to go live. I'm sorry, but it's not like, oh, I pressed the button and then all of a sudden I'm live on the internet. You have to do a couple more steps in order to do that, man. I don't trust this Sam girl.
a miracle happened. The video went viral and got tons of views. People liked it from the beginning and laughed at the way I imitated Kelly. I became famous. Suddenly, people started asking about me and wanted more of my videos. Yet,
Yeet.
Miss Perfect just refused to mention me ever again. I tried to convince her to have me as a guest once in a while in her videos, but she made fun of me and refused.
Wow.
Therefore, I decided to do it my own way, and what I did next changed my life
She learned how to set up a live stream.
forever. I created my own page. I posted the video on it, yet no one knew, and therefore, I hired a hacker and hacked her account.
What? What?
I advertised my new page on her account and asked her followers
Hired
to
a
follow
hacker.
my new page. And I explained that I decided to publish more videos imitating other people like celebrities and bloggers, but just for fun, without going too far, of course. And
Oh
you
my
wouldn't
God.
believe it, but my page was a hit. The video was on fire and had tons of views. I couldn't believe my eyes. When my sister knew—
What? Because you hacked your sister's 4.3 million subscriber account and then you got like 734 out of that because you just did like major shout outs and already went viral previously? You're kidding.
About the whole thing, she went ballistic. She threatened me, if I don't back off and close my account, she'll make me regret it. But she also knew that I have almost all of her followers on my page, and I can ruin her perfect image as well. In fact, I threatened her of streaming live without her noticing and showing people her real identity. Since that day, she backed off. I continued working on my own page, and luckily, it got more famous every day.
What? More famous? Oh my god. Love Sammy. And she's only following 70 people. Man, now this girl is despicable.
She was burning out of jealousy. Time passed, and I made good money as well. I bought my parents brand new cars and gave them tons of money to grab their attention. My life turned upside down, and people started to notice me.
No! You're doing it all wrong! You're supposed to do better than what was done previously. You're just doing the same bullcrap.
My parents finally loved me, and I had a
Finally loved you? Wow. What is wrong with you?
And friends, which made me feel special. I started—
None of them are your friends. God, this is aggravating. This is aggravating me.
Get used to such treatment, and I got obsessed. Yep. I felt like there was a sort of competition between me and Kelly, and whoever gets more successful gets more attention and love from our parents and everyone else.
You're kidding me. You just now came to that conclusion that this is what you're motivated by.
All the attention was fake. I loved it. I became addicted and wanted more. Therefore, I had to do something and take her down. I wanted to destroy her. So, I created fake accounts and incited people against her. I wrote mean and bad comments on her posts and exposed her flaws. Seeing her page suffer made me more obsessed with mine. I used to get furious whenever someone writes bad or mean comments at my post and immediately check Kelly's page to see if that person is one of her fans. I used to—
What? Who looks into this so much? Should I be looking at this? I don't care. I don't care.
I wake up twice each night to check my page. I spent hours fixing and perfecting each post before I uploaded, trying to guess what people might criticize it for. I dedicated my whole life to my page and went insane like a wild animal if something went wrong. I was worried all the time and became obsessed with buying new products, having plastic surgeries, and focusing on my physical appearance.
What is wrong with this world? I'm at a loss. Oh my god.
I spent a fortune on those things, and I just couldn't stop. And the day I reached more followers than Kelly, I went to her room looking at her grinning and saying, "Well, sweetie, don't be sad. It's my time to shine." But what bothered me is the way she looked at me, smiling and saying, "Good luck, honey. You know everything has consequences." I got irritated, slammed the door, and went to my room. I couldn't stand the idea of staying at a place that belonged to her, so—
Oh my god, what if like her sister, as revenge, got like so many bots and just created this giant illusion? Well, no, the money came. Never mind, disregard that theory. Didn't think it through.
I bought a new, more expensive house and told her to keep hers. My parents were stunned with my new mansion. They decided to move in with me. Kelly stayed at her place and refused to come live in a house that belonged to me. I focused—
I'm wondering when the IRS comes in all this.
more on my page and started to make new videos imitating celebrities. My videos went viral and my page became more popular each day. Therefore, companies paid me good money to advertise their products. And my business started to grow more and more. One day, I heard that all the companies my sister used to advertise for broke their contract with her and came to me, and she started to suffer financially. Knowing that, I tried to convince her to come and live with us.
Oh, you know, one kind of like just taking that knife and really digging it in there. My god.
After all, she's my little sister. But she refused. She thought I wanted to brag about my success and humiliate her. After a while, I heard that she sold her house. I felt guilty when I heard the news and tried to contact her, but her phone was off. I couldn't reach her. I sent her a couple of messages on her Instagram page, but she did not reply as well. One day, I woke up to a disaster. There were fake accounts attacking my page. It was full of mean and humiliating comments.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say they're fake. I feel like they may have just picked up on some things that exist in real life, you know?
I saw awful videos that were sent in private as well, threatening and accusing me of ruining my sister's life. I went insane when I saw that happen, and I started breaking things. I was shocked and afraid at the same time. At first, I thought it's Kelly trying to get revenge on me. Yet after a while, I was convinced that this was not her. Plus, I haven't heard from her in a while, neither did my parents. I started to believe that something had happened to her and she went missing. My parents and her close friends tried to contact her, but no one knew where she'd been. Therefore, my parents and I decided to report her as missing to the police, and they launched an investigation. Weeks passed, yet they found nothing.
I have no eyes.
The only thing we know is that she sold her house, paid her debt, and disappeared. I felt horrible for days. I kept on imagining
Just for days, though. Just for days. She's good now.
That close lately, and we almost hated each other. I used to cry every single day since her disappearance. The feelings of hatred we had were just temporary. Something you feel when you get irritated by someone you love. I kept on thinking about
No. If you get irritated by somebody you love, it doesn't turn into hatred. What?
Every day, and finally realized that I should tell everyone about what I've done. Though I knew there would be tough consequences.
Tell everyone what you've done.
I remembered when she
Everyone knows. It's public.
I didn't care. All I cared about was her returning home safely. So I gathered my strength and did the unimaginable. I posted a video on my page in which I confessed what I had done to my sister. I spoke about my obsession with my page and all the fake accounts and mean campaigns I launched against my sister. I expressed how guilty and disgraced I feel in that video. I apologized to my sister and asked my followers to help me find her. I explained that she disappeared after what happened and I want her back. Once the video was published, it rated the top. It had tons of views, yet rough consequences, as I expected. Many people unfollowed me, with mean comments, and misjudged me. Some even invented and wrote bad stories and rumors about me.
I'm sure they weren't true. You're not exactly forthcoming on anything particularly, so I'm tending to side with, the audience and all your fans and your sister. And it seems like since the beginning, you've just been the bad egg here.
I felt broken. I was attacked by almost everyone, and my sister was not found yet. However, there were some people who tried to help, but also found nothing. I started to lose hope. I was sure that something had happened to my sister because she hasn't contacted me yet, and my video was almost seen by everyone. I am 100%
Maybe
sure
she
that
gave
it
up
got to
social
her,
media.
if she's okay. Months passed, and there was no sign of my sister. One day, while I was scrolling through the messages, I noticed something weird. There was a message that was mean, as most of the messages were, yet it was mean as if Kelly wrote it. And what made me more suspicious is that the sender called me Potato Head. I had goosebumps when I read it. I knew that something was wrong with that message, and so I had my own investigation. I called my genius hacker.
Your genius hacker. Who is this guy?
The sender's page, and what I found made me go insane. This guy named Josh was one of my sister's fans. I managed to read the messages between both of them, and what my sister did was unbelievable.
What'd she do?
After she sold her house, she moved to his place and lived with him. I couldn't believe Kelly would do such a thing. I mean,
What, you don't believe that Kelly would do such a thing? After you had taken everybody that she had previously received affection for and also took her financial stability from, and you think that she's gonna go to somebody like that has previously disliked her or left her for you? No, she's gonna go to somebody that she knows has some sort of unconditional affection for it. Like an obsessed fan. Hard to believe.
Preferring living with a stranger over her sister is something terrible. Her ego just drove her insane. When I read the message Josh...
Why is that her ego? That's your ego! You did this!
...sent me one more time, I felt something unusual. I somehow felt that Kelly needed my help and went straight to the police station. I showed them the message and told them what I had found. I didn't mention the hacking, though.
You're kidding.
The police managed to find his address and headed immediately to his house. His neighborhood was super creepy. I still don't understand how Kelly did such a thing. When Josh saw the policeman, he refused to open the door, so the police broke into his apartment and found that he was trying to escape. When we entered the house, my jaw dropped. His apartment was full of Kelly's pictures, products she used to advertise, and even stuff she used. That guy was obsessed with my sister. He even kept the tissues she used to blow her nose with and wrote, "My baby's precious mucus." disgusting.
Sounds about
While
right.
the police were chasing him, I went looking for Kelly. And I finally found her locked in a small room looking terrible. She was shivering. I ran towards her and hugged her tightly. She cried like a baby in my arms.
Oh
Now,
my
Kelly
lord.
plans to go to college. As for me, I applied to acting classes because, let's face it, college is a bit overrated for me. And the most important
That was a low-key dig too. College is overrated for you, but it's okay for Kelly. I don't like this Sam.
is that we are back to stealing clothes and makeup from each other and done with stealing followers. I hope you'll learn something from my story because I don't want anyone to be in my position. And most importantly, don't ever give up on your family.
I don't want anybody to be in my position. Rephrase that. I don't want anyone to be like me. Oh my god, this aggravates me. I try to have a glass half full look on humanity. It never works. It never works. I don't know what I was hoping for with this video. Guys, let me know what aggravated you the most about this video, what you related to most, and what you liked most about this video. And please subscribe for more, okay? I am done. I'm going to go ponder how... Yeah, what was this? It was TikTok, right? Oh, I've been saying Instagram this whole time. It was TikTok destroyed my life. God! It makes so much more sense how you could grow so, quickly on that then. Well, Trump's gonna get rid of TikTok, so whatever. End of video.